A lot of newer digital product creators ask me, how do I get my product, my digital product that I'm creating in Canva out to my customer? How do I create that link? And so I wanted to create a quick video to show you how to do it quickly, easily, and for free. So let's say this is a workbook template that you're working off of. Maybe you got it from the Faith PLR Content Club. And by the way, if you want biblical faith-based content, social media content, Bible lessons, devotional journals, mini courses, things like that, you can go and sign up for the Faith PLR Content Club. The link is below. You get access to a growing library plus new content every single month. So let's say you have your template in here and you're working on this workbook and you're editing it and doing all the things and tailoring it to your ideal client. So what do you do now? Once it's done and you're all ready to go, you just click share, download, and then you want to make sure that the PDF standard is selected, and then you click download. From here, we're going to go over to Drive. So I highly suggest that you have a Drive, a Google Drive account, or just a Gmail account. And you go over here and you click New, and you click File, Upload, navigate to where it is, click in here, open, and you'll see that it's uploading here. So basically what you're doing is you're hosting it on Drive. Once it's done and it uploads fully, you'll have a little check there. You can open it up and you want to click on share, and then you want to move it from restricted to anyone with a link, and then you want to click copy link. Now, this is the link that you're going to use for anything. So whether you use Etsy or Stand Store or Thrivecart or whatever, this is the link that you can use. So if you just open up, you'll be able to see the download here. Okay. This is the link that you're going to use. This is the link that they're going to get. And for me, I don't use marketplaces like Etsy. What I do is I create a membership area, or like a members area in Thrivecart. And this would be like, let's say this was like a whole course here. I'm just using this as an example. I would put like a video in here. Maybe it's about being called, like your callings and your gifts, and like identifying those or whatever. And I wanted to have a workbook that matched that. What I would do is I would create a button in here, and I would say, download the workbook, because it's a part of a course, not the end all be all product. And then I would just click, put in that link from Google Drive. And of course, match the colors and that kind of thing, and then just push publish. So this is what I would use as well. Like if I needed it inside of a members area, if you're selling on Etsy, and let's say this is the workbook that you only want this workbook to go to your customer, then you would just use this link. Now, if you have multiple links you wanted to share to one customer because you sold, maybe you sold a bundle or something like that, you can always go into, and you can always go into Canva and create your own, 8.5 by 10 sheet that has like thank you and who you are and all that stuff on there. And you can have multiple links in here, and then you would do the same thing with that one. So let me just show you. So let's say if you had multiple links that you wanted to share with somebody, like you had, let's say you had 3 different, things here. You could just create this. You could create your own little logo. You can create a thank you. You can have more information on here too. And then each link would be the Drive link. Okay. The Drive link to whatever it was. So let's say you had 2 or 3 other ones. You'd go in here and do the same process, and you'd get the link and you'd put it on the thank you here, right? And then you would do the same thing by downloading it here. And let's say if you had multiple pages, you just want to do one page, for example. If you just want to download one page, you just go share, download, and let's say I only want page 1 current page, one, and I want to make sure that it's not a PNG, but that it's a PDF standard. Okay. And then download, and you would go back to Drive and you would do the same process. And then you would have the link to this right here, where if I do the same process, I'll show you that you would be able to click new file, upload, go to downloads, open that, click on that. We want to make sure, don't forget, this is a very important step right here where you push share and you want with the link and copy. Okay. Actually, I don't need, well, yeah, I could copy that. So then I'll just open it up in a new one just so you can see that this is what they would get, and they would get, once it, I didn't actually change these much. I think I changed one, but once it finally stops, you can see how it pops up. Okay, so I think I changed one of them. No, I didn't. But if you click on it, it's going to open up to whatever link you put in there. Okay, so that's the point there. So this works good for like Stan Store or Etsy or something like that. If you're not creating a course with videos and audios and things like that, then you can do something like this if you are bundling up a couple different workbooks or something like that. So I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you need more explanation, if you need other tutorials, if you are looking for anything at all, just let me know in the comments below.